Hey everyone, it's Chelsea from Chelsea Makes. Today I'm going to be teaching you the #1 most requested tutorial for my time on NBC Making It, the guitar pick lampshade. Let's get started. Okay, so these are the materials you need. You need a lampshade form, and you want to make sure that this is going to fit over whatever lamp you have that you want to use. You need probably 200 to 300 guitar picks, depending on the size of your lampshade. A couple of pliers. I've got my needle nose pliers and just a standard pair here. A drill and a pretty small drill bit. I don't know the size, unfortunately, but I would say a 1/16 of an inch or less. And then you've got jump rings. They can be any color. I've got gold jump rings, and a scrap piece of wood to protect your desk and your work surface. Okay, I've got my drill bit in. I've got my scrap piece of wood, and I've got my guitar pick. So I'm going to drill once at the top, one on the side, once on the other side, and one on the bottom. This doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, so there you go. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 holes just for the top row. One way to estimate how many guitar picks you're going to need for this full first circle is to just lay them out as you go. So I'm just going to place them side by side. They'll have a little bit of room between them, but just like this around. And once I make a full circle, that's when I'll stop for this first row. Once you have a full loop of guitar picks, it's time to start connecting them with jump rings. I'm just going to start with one, and I'm going to connect the top to the actual lampshade. I'll just do that same thing with the second one, and then I'll connect them between these two. To make it a little bit easier for yourself as you work, you can take your scrap piece of wood, if it's tall enough, and just tape the lampshade frame to the top of it, just so that you can see your work as you go. And I'm going to show you again how I'm attaching these pieces together. So now they're both attached to the frame at the top. I'm going to use pliers or my hands to just open this up a little bit, maybe a little bit more. And then I'm gonna hook it through one side and then the other. And then you just have to close it up. And you'll do that around the entire perimeter of the frame. At this point, you know exactly how many picks you're going to need for each row, so you can look at your remaining supply and figure out how many picks you have, which will tell you how many rows you can make. For the second row and all subsequent rows, you only need to drill 3 holes, 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom. Once you have enough guitar picks to cover the second row, it's time to start attaching them. You'll notice that I'm again going through the bottom hole on this white pick, and I'm attaching the pick on the top left corner. And closing it up. And then we'll connect the right corner to the bottom of the purple pick. And we're going to repeat this process around the entire perimeter of the lamp form. Once you've got an entire second row, it's time to move on, but you're going to follow the same process for the next row. So again, you're only making 3 holes per pick, and you're just going to follow the same form all the way around. And you can just keep on doing this until you decide which layer is your last. You can make as many rows of guitar picks as you want, but I am going to stop at 5 because my hands are getting tired. So it's pure laziness. But if I really wanted to make this look good, I'd probably go at least 8 rows. The only thing you want to make sure you're doing is once you decide that this is going to be your last row, you only need to drill holes in the top 2 corners. You don't need to drill a hole in the bottom of your pick, just those top 2 corners. And then it's time to attach your last row. Attaching it to your lamp is going to depend on what type of lamp you have and the connections, but for right now, just to see how it looks, I just placed it on top and oops. And there we go. So all of these picks, or most of these picks, are translucent, so you get a really nice color from between them. And of course you get like amazing shadows on the wall. I hope that that helped you in imagining your very own guitar pick lamp. And if you try it, please let me know.